Hello everybody, we're here for a brand new video of a fan kit for Genshin Squadra, and I had so much fun making this. It's a little clunky, as you know, the same I did for the last one, but they're just fun to do. So let's go straight into it. So it will be the trio of danger, and the main character you actually play as is Basil. I know. Bergamo, he's the leader, but even though he's a leader, I'm actually going to make Bergamo the main character that you just default play as. But there is going to be a little bit of fun when it comes to skill 3. So the role I believe would be DPS, but I could also kind of see it being a technical, but a strong technical. So let's start off with the passive ability, which is Brothers Together. Basically, for this ability, when you're close to a teammate or within a close range to a teammate, maybe like 2 to 5 meters, all your skills, the reload speed of the skills is increased, so the cooldown is much lower, so that means all your skills will recover faster, which means you can use them more. But also your attack speed is also faster, so when you click to use your skill 1, it happens super fast. Or when you use your normal rush attack, your default attack at the beginning of the game, and that you use later as well when you're attacking, that's also increased. Which is now, we go on to your default rush attack, which is Basil's continuous kicks. Because as you know, Basil's whole thing is kicking. So I decided, why don't we, spice it up a bit. You have Goku, the default Goku from the beginning of the game. His rush attack is just punch in. You have Bojack, his default kind of rush attack is just ki blasts. So I thought, why not do a little bit different, and we'll make the rush attack or the trio of danger Basil, and his is his constant kicks. He'll have his arms kind of folded though. He'll have his arms folded and he'll just constantly roundhouse kick the person. On to skill 1. Skill 1, Poison Slash. Now when you activate Poison Slash, Lavender basically jumps in front of Basil and starts slashing at the enemy 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a quick 4 slashes. And now on the last 2 slashes, he infects them with a poison mark, kind of similar to Toppo's skill 1. If you remember Toppo's skill 1, when he does like the little like little blast attacks, when he blasts them and hits, it gives an applied mark, and the applied mark that Toppo gives is the God of Destruction mark, which slowly does damage. So not only are they getting slowly damaged because of that, but they're also took damage because of the balls hitting them. Well, it's the same with this. So the enemy will basically get a poison mark and they'll continuously take damage until they go back to one of their towers to heal. And obviously, once those attacks are done, the 4 slashes are done, Lavender jumps away and Basil comes back. Lavender just disappears, he just fades away. Just like, how you've got the characters for Bojack's crew, they do the same. You've got Glorio and Pansy for Mini Goku. They just go away. So while someone's poison slashed, got the poison mark from Poison Slash, you can just attack them with Basil's kicks, and that's got to do a lot of damage, which is good. Obviously, at lower levels, it won't do as much damage, but the higher levels, it will do much more damage. But a fun little thing I thought of in my head as well, which I didn't actually add to this, was when you get skill 1, Poison Slash, to max level, the Poison Slash, the damage actually doesn't increase. It stays the same for level 2, but the duration actually increases. And I just realized I actually made a spelling mistake. I put set period of. I didn't put a space mark. How did I not notice that? But yeah, so even once you go back onto a God of Destruction and you're healing, you'll actually keep taking poison damage because the time of it will increase, but the damage actually won't increase. Which I actually think is kind of balanced, but Skill 2, Energy Ball Goal, or Energy Ball Kick. This was a little fun one. I did think of football or soccer to any people who call it soccer watching. I kind of thought of that because, as you know, Basil, he charges up an energy ball and then he kind of kicks it at times, depending on which scene it is. But he does end up kicking energy balls at times. He also charges it up a little bit with the bottom of his feet. So I just thought, skill 2, Energy Ball Goal, or Energy Ball Kick. Launches an energy ball with a devastating kick in a set direction. if it hits 2 enemies, or it does a KO or an assist on an enemy, your skill 2, which is the energy ball, will actually get a cooldown reduced. So that means you could then activate it again, and then again, and then again, depending on how much, you know, people you hit, or how much KOs or assists you get, which I think is pretty good. With this as well, the higher the level is, obviously the more damage and the more area of spread. Simple as, really simple. I think it's quite a basic attack, which is to be obvious with, and I think it's really good. Skill 3, Pack Leader. Now this one will take a little bit of time of explaining, and I actually have 2 pictures to show you. The first picture is the normal one on screen of the menu of the skills, and as you can see, it says Bergamo creates a shield for the entire trio of danger that lasts until broken and keeps lost HP after its duration ends. While using skill 3, Bergamo stays on the field with increased defense and attack power. The skill lasts 8 seconds at level 1, 12 seconds at level 2, and 16 seconds at max level. Using skill 1 makes Lavender and Bergamo attack together, while using skill 2 it makes Basil and Bergamo attack together. So in case you're wanting more explanation on how this works, I've got the other picture now on screen, and it's a bit better on how to explain it, and I'll read it out. Skill 3, Growth Defense. Bergamo blocks incoming attacks and creates a powerful shield for the entire trio of danger, Bergamo, Basil and Lavender. The shield functions like solid barrier and remains active until it's broken. Once Bergamo's active duration ends, any HP lost in a shield remains lost, meaning the reduced shield value carries over even after switching back to Basil. So basically, that means when, let's say the 8 seconds are up, and you're no longer Bergamo, however much shield was lost, let's say you only took a little smidge of damage, let's say the shield is 50, let's say the shield takes 50 HP. And let's say you only lose 20 HP, that means you still have 30 HP of shield. That 30 HP of shield will actually carry over to Basil. While using skill 3, when Bergamo is on the field, your defense is increased. So that means when you're playing Basil and activate skill 3 and then become Bergamo, you open up your body, kind of like in the scene where he tells Goku, attack me, I'll let you attack me, and he opens up his body. A picture should be on screen. Basically, after he takes those hits for like 2-3 seconds from the enemy, so it's best to activate it, by the way, in the middle of chaos, in the middle of enemy attacking. But once he takes those attacks for, let's say, 2-3 seconds, he basically will burst out, and once he bursts out, he basically gets a defense increase plus an attack increase. Now, with that, the fun part is, so Bergamo remains active for 8 seconds at level 1, 12 seconds at level 2, and 16 seconds at max level. Could actually be longer, just saying. Now during this time, so while you're flying about, running about as Bergamo, if you actually activate skill 1, okay? If you activate skill 1 while using Bergamo, I almost said Basil. When you activate skill 1 while using Bergamo, you'll actually bring out Lavender at the same time, and they'll both attack at the same time. So that means you'll have 2 people attacking one enemy. So Lavender will basically slash them with his poison, and he'll give them poison, but Bergamo will also punch them, basically. Just normal standard punches, left, right. And think about it like this, if you have a teammate with you as well, that'll be 3 people attacking one enemy. So you're basically like getting an extra man on your side. And also, when using skill 2, this will cause Basil and Bergamo to attack simultaneously together. Basil will basically perform the energy ball kick, and Bergamo will basically fire a hand blast, similar to what he did tried to do to Goku, but then Goku just did the Kamehameha and basically knocked him down. That's basically how that works. It's a really long, awkward kind of skill 3, but it does make sense slightly. Basically, when you were using skill 3, it's basically, imagine Kale. Just imagine Kale if Kale also had Caulifla and Kaba next to her. You know, you activate your skill 3, you become Kale, and then Caulifla also joins in for some of the attacks, or Kaba joins in. Basically like that. So skill 3, so here's like a really simple dumbed down version. You activate skill 3, you become Bergamo, you take the hits, you turn the hits into pure defensive energy, pure attack power, and you can basically hit the enemy really hard. You also don't take a lot of damage because your defense is increased. You also, as I said, you get a shield. You basically get a shield and it can carry over, and the shield is similar to solid barrier. And you can also still use skill 1 and skill 2 while using skill 3. So you can basically use 2 skills at the same time, skill 1 and skill 2. Basically, it's almost like amplified. I think it's really cool. It'll be very strong. I think it does make sense. It's just awkward to explain. But let's move on to skill 4, just because I don't want skill 3 to last too long with all the info. But I do think it does make sense in practice. It's just a little bit confusing. If I was a programmer, I would totally program them into the game with my own commands and stuff, and I would show it properly. But I sadly don't know how to do that. So skill 4, the dangerous triangle. This one is quite obvious now. So skill 4, the ultimate attack, is the dangerous triangle. Basically fire a wide, very straight beam attack that cannot be moved. So it can only go straight. Think of the special beam cannon that Piccolo does. It's a straight attack and it goes in a straight line. It can't be moved. Now, at higher levels, the beam is actually much wider, and the reason it's wider is because the members will be spread out further. So at like level 1, all 3 of the brothers will basically be next to each other. At level 2, they'll be a little bit more spread apart. At max level, level 3, they'll be really wide apart, and that means the beam is super wide. Look at Bojack, for example. He has 5 members. If all 5 members were to shoot straight, it would be super wide, but as you know, they kind of close in like a cone. But that's basically how that functions. It's really obvious, really simple. Overall, I actually think the 3 of them in the game together could work. I actually think Basil being the main guy is fun. Basil being the main dude is really fun. It's basic. He gets the kick. I think skill 3, playing Bergamo, you're basically almost like Kale. I think that's also fun. Also having Lavender, applying Poison Mark, I think that's fun and I think it makes sense. Overall, I do believe it does make sense. It's just a little awkward to explain without proper demonstrations on screen. As I said, if I was a programmer or if I knew how to do any of that cool mod stuff, I would totally show you. I think just, you just imagine the Gammas or Mini Goku with Glorio and Pansy and stuff, or Kale if Kale also had Caulifla and Kaba by her side. It's just similar to that. It's really simple. Or Bojack, you got Bojack with all his members and they all help out with attacks. I think it's really simple. He would probably be very strong, I will admit that. The trio of danger together, they would be very strong because it's like having an extra person. So that means if you're in a lane, it's basically got to be like a 3v2 depending on how leveled you are. It'll genuinely be like a 3v2, but that's why you tweak, you nerf, you sort the cooldowns and stuff, and you fix them perfectly. Overall, I do believe they're really fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I really want to keep continuing to make fan kits because I really do believe they are fun to make. It's just trying to word process it, trying to fully explain it can be awkward. But overall, I'm still happy with it. I hope you did enjoy it. A quick video, it's just fun. Hopefully it's quick. We'll see the runtime on it. But I think it's good. Obviously, I did rush a little bit and I had some spelling mistakes because I really wanted this to be done. So I did mess up, which is unprofessional of me. So I am sorry for that. I really wanted to make a fan kit for other characters, because it would be fun to see more representation of just more unique characters, more unique abilities in game, and I think it could be really fun, and I think that's why the game communities are awesome, and I suggest everyone do fan kits for games because they're really unique and fun. So yeah, thank you for watching. On to the next video, which will probably be just a normal, just like a normal gameplay video. And then on to whatever the next fan kit is in the future. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. Go have fun. Get your wins. Get to S rank. Who's the group leader? Hercule. Go get your Hercule supporter item for attack. I think he does an attack buff. Go have fun with it. Thank you all for watching and bye bye.